Welcome, friends, to Moon Magic Tarot. My name is Natalie, and today we're going to find out who your future spouse is. This reading is an in-depth reading to find out all of the details about your future spouse, their personality, their career, what your marriage will be like, how you will meet, and everything in between. So stick around for that. Before I get started, just a quick reminder, I do offer personal readings on my Etsy shop, which I've linked in the description down below. So check that out if you're interested. And don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel and comment down below. I love hearing from you. All right, so let's get started. I have 3 groups for you today to find out about your future spouse. We have a group 1 with the flower number 1. We have a group 2 with flower number 2. And we have a group 3 with flower number 3. So go ahead and pause this video if you need to and choose whatever option you feel drawn to the most. Welcome, group 1, to your reading to find out all about your future spouse. Okay, so let's see what we have. First up, we have from the Angels Among Us Oracle deck, we have Archangel Raziel coming in to represent your future spouse. Who they are, their personality, just the overall spirit of who they are. And first up, I want to say that I'm getting that this person is a Scorpio. When I see this card, for some reason, it just makes me think of someone who is a Scorpio. Or who has a very heavy placement of Scorpio in their chart. Perhaps they're a rising sign. Their rising sign is Scorpio, or their Venus, or even their moon. But this is a person who is they're very spiritual, and they're interested in seeking the mysteries, the occult mysteries of spirituality and the earth. They're seeking this occult knowledge, so they're into some kind of occult knowledge. There's many people watching this, so I don't know specifically what it is that they're into, but it has to do with spirituality and secret knowledge, secret teachings. Perhaps they are into shamanism, or they are witches, they're pagans, or they pursue some kind of spiritual career, or anything that has to do with the spiritual world and learning and finding that secret knowledge, that occult knowledge. That's who they are. So this is someone who reads spiritual books, and they meditate, and they have a lot of spiritual wisdom to share with you and with the world. And it's almost like they're a protector of this knowledge. Like they are protecting this wonderful secret knowledge that is hidden from the mainstream. They're protecting it from being lost, basically. They want to bring it into the light. This is also someone who they are very good at keeping secrets. You can tell this person anything and they will not divulge that information to anyone. They are your best friend when it comes to keeping secrets. So it's very important for them to be trusted, and it's also very important for them to trust you. So this is a person that does not give their trust very, very easily to other people in their lives. You have to earn trust. You have to earn this person's trust. And if you lose this person's trust, then it's going to take a lot in order to regain it. Because this is someone who does not like to be betrayed. If you're someone who is on a spiritual path of some kind, then your future spouse is going to help with that. They are going to propel you even further on that journey. Perhaps you may even meet because of that, but we'll see as the reading progresses what other information Spirit wants to give about your future spouse. Okay, so let's see. What else? What else do we have here? Group 1, who is your future spouse? Who is your future spouse? It's this one. All right, so we have Jupiter. This person is, whatever career that they're doing, they are very successful at it. They have wealth. So with the Descendant card coming through, it says invitation. It's number 37 from the Astro Codes Oracle deck. And what I'm getting with this card is that this is not someone who easily lets other people into their lives. They're very careful about who they spend their time with and who they choose to share their energy with. Very, very careful. You may notice throughout your relationship, sometimes they're going to keep people at a distance. This is because they're receiving some kind of occult knowledge, some kind of download about that person that's telling them to stay away from that person. So they're very, very careful, very, very, very choosy as to who they choose to spend, to be around with, because they understand the power of that. They understand the power of other people, their energy, their thoughts, their actions, and how they can affect you. And so they are someone who really knows how to keep that healthy boundary. And I think that for some of you watching this, your future spouse, this is a big lesson that they had to learn in their childhood, where they had to learn to set boundaries with people and learn to ground themselves before opening up their heart. They've had to really work at that, at making sure that they open up their hearts to the right people. For others, I do see here that your future spouse, one of their challenges is to open their hearts to other people, to let other people into their lives. I see that your future spouse was hurt in the past in some way where they let people into their lives and it didn't turn out very well. And so because of that, they tend to avoid meeting new people. They stay away from people. They're not very, very open. And it's also because they are seeing they see the negative things in people, and it's not that they're trying to focus in on that. It's just that it's very, very difficult when you meet someone and you're receiving all of this information about them, this download, and you're being told that there's something off about that person. It's really hard to get past when you see those negative things coming through, when you receive that negative information. So with this abundance card and Jupiter, this person is someone who has expanded themselves. They have expanded their world through education, through travel, through learning, through philosophy. They have expanded their minds. They are big thinkers. And there's an energy of them accepting, receiving things. They're being gifted with a lot of success, a lot of prosperity, and They're really gifted at taking that prosperity and accepting it, basically. And it's like they're attracting, basically. They attract good things because that's what they're putting out into the world. And also since they've invested their time in learning and growing and becoming better, that has brought fruit. They're receiving the fruit of their labors. They have money. They have success in life because of how hard they have, they've put in the effort and the work in order to gain knowledge and become an expert in whatever it is that they do in life. And so this has brought them, this person doesn't want for anything. They are very, very, they're very stable with their finances and their material in the material world. Like, they have enough. Okay, so I have this deck which has 200 cards, and I cannot shuffle all of these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to do this. Romance. And then I'm just going to choose a pile here. Okay. So this relationship is going to be marked by romance. This person is romantic. This is one of their values. Romance is very, very important to them. And I feel as though they're really going to court you. They're really going to put in that effort to court you. Okay, let's see what else. This is a values deck, so it's all about what their values are. So they are very hopeful individuals. They maintain a positive outlook in life. They're very optimistic. They have a lot of positive and optimism. They just believe that things are going to turn out in their favor. They're very charismatic people. They have a way with words. People that meet them automatically feel drawn to them because they just have this magnetic energy about them that draws people in. Exercise. So this is someone who really takes care of their physical body. It's very important for them to be healthy on a physical level. And they do that exercise in order to keep their body strong. Okay, so West, this isn't really a values card, so I'm going to put that to the side. It doesn't really have a meaning. It's just a tool of the deck. Okay, Pride. So this is somebody that really takes pride into their work, and they are very, they have a high viewpoint of themselves. They see themselves highly. They are proud of their accomplishments. Wealth. Here's another confirmation that this person is a wealthy individual. And they are wealthy because this is something that is actually important, something that they have pursued. Originality. This is someone who values originality. So yes, they're unique individuals. They have their thinking is very innovative. They don't follow the crowds. This is a leader. This is someone who shows the way. He shines the light. This is someone who is very cooperative And they also value people who are cooperative. They work well with others, like in their job. They are very, very good at working with other people, working in teams, collaborating, and reaching a common goal with someone. They're able to communicate and work together. Here we have what I was saying before. The truth is very, very important to this person. Do not lie to this person, because you will lose their trust very, very quickly. They do not have patience for lying, because they themselves live in a way that is very honest and truthful, because it's one of their core values, to live an honest life. And so if this person, if someone in their lives lies to them, like, it's very difficult for them to regain that trust, as I was saying, because it's just such an important value to them to be truthful and to be honest. And they want to live their lives in an authentic way. With the originality card and this truth card, I see that one of their values, their moral compass that they have in life, is to live an authentic life, to be true to themselves and live in harmony with that, with their truth. Okay, last one. We have make a difference. This person wants to make a difference in life. They feel as they have a significant calling that they need to fulfill in this lifetime. And that, they want to change the world in some way. Okay, so let's go ahead and move forward and see what else we have. Okay, we have the Celtic astrology deck here, oracle deck, and I want to see what we have here. We have Elder the Seeker. So this is another card just describing their personality. So I feel like this Elder card is also, for me it ties into this Archangel Raziel card that came through, representing your future spouse. This is someone who is a seeker of the occult, a seeker of knowledge. And with this card, there's like this kind of mysterious darkness around this person. Like, I feel as though this person, because of the spiritual knowledge that they have sought out, they are very in touch with their shadow side. They know that they have shined light upon, they have shined the light upon their dark shadows inside of them, the dark things, the things that you may hate about yourself. They have integrated that into their themselves. Like, they accept who they are fully, and they love themselves fully, even those parts of themselves that are not the best, that are the ones that we tend to hide as humans because of societal pressure or whatever it is. They've come to terms with that. This card also shows that they have a tendency to be withdrawn and to be very thoughtful, very philosophical. They like to go inwards and just analyze things and think deep thoughts. This is a very complex individual. They are very choosy with their companions. I also see that in their childhood they were very restless children. They were probably a bit wild. And they've learned a lot of lessons because of that. Okay, so let's get some more information about your future spouse. Let's see if maybe we can get a career, or let's see what other information can you give us about this person. All right, so we have the Emperor coming through. Wow, this is somebody who's very, very organized. They've got their thing, they've got it together. This is someone who's worked really, 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 really hard in their job, in their career, in their field, to make it. And they have made it. This person has a lot of wealth and abundance. They've seriously reached that point in their lives where like everything that they have worked for has come into fruition, and they're now seeing the fruits of their labor. So by the time you meet your future spouse, they are going to be somebody with a good financial standing, someone who has brought their career almost to the top. I think that some of you, your future spouse is an entrepreneur of some kind. They have their own business. The Emperor here, it shows someone who has a lot of masculine energy. Okay, and they are very self-assertive. This could be a man of influence. This is an ambitious person. Someone fearless, very, very stable. Someone with a very firm foundation. If they aren't an entrepreneur, then they could be someone who they have a very high position in their field. They lead other people. There's some kind of supervisor, some kind of position where they are leading others, where they are the authority. Lastly, they could also be in politics. The Emperor depicts someone in politics. And the Nine of Pentacles is a card of being self-sufficient, but also of attainment and self-mastery. This is someone who has prosperity as a result of their past efforts. And now they're in a point in their lives where they don't have to work as hard. When you meet this person, by the time you meet them, they're going to be in a position where they've spent many, many years building their career or building their business. And they're now at a point where things are stable and they're very, very prosperous. And it requires less of an investment of time without the return. Now I'd like to move on to find out more about you and your relationship together. So let's find out how you will meet this person. Under what circumstances will you two meet? Okay, so this meeting is going to be a result of that hard work. So you're going to meet through your job, through something that has to do with, perhaps maybe you might take a course of some kind in order to improve your knowledge, to gain, to move further up in your career. So it has to do with something, some kind of meeting or place where you are doing something that furthers your career, is when you will meet this person. And what are their first impression of you? All right, so their first impression of you is going to be of someone who is very fertile, very beautiful, very attractive. Like you're going to look like ripe fruit to this person. You're just going to attract. They're going to be so attracted to you, like a bee to honey, basically, is what I'm seeing. From the first moment that they meet you, they are going to see you as they're going to see that potential future that they can have with you. They're just going to feel as though you are very, very fruitful and abundant and creative, and They're going to feel like they can really connect with you, and they're going to be very, very physically attracted to you. Like they are, with this Empress card coming through as the first impression. It just really tells us that they're going to be extremely attracted to you. They're going to find you extremely beautiful. They're going to want you on a physical level immediately. So they actually see you. They will eventually come to see you as a very enlightened person. And so you will align with them when it comes to like their spirituality. Like you're going to be able to be on that same page with them. And with this creation card coming through here, I feel as though they're going to really love the fact that you are a very creative person. Like the creativity that you show is going to really attract them to you. Twin flames. This is your twin flame that we're speaking about. That's the confirmation. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. This person is going to be extremely committed to your relationship from the very beginning. And they're going to make sure that you build a strong foundation for your relationship. They're going to make sure that this relationship is a success because of their efforts to build that strong foundation of trust and understanding and getting to know you and all of that from the very, very beginning. Remember, romance is something that's very, very important to them. So this person, they're going to be very supportive, very respectful. They're not going to want to rush into making the relationship serious. They're going to make sure that foundation is strong before they move to the next step. Overall, this is a very positive omen for your relationship. Many positive blessings. This is a relationship that's going to be based on affection, common values, shared respect, and although things will move slowly in your relationship, this person will be fully committed to you. Explore your creative side, visualize, paint, and record. So I feel like that you two are going to connect when it comes to your creativity. Perhaps there's going to be like some kind of hobby that you share together that brings you closer together. Both of you share the creativity, and this is going to help your relationship and bring your relationship forward, or your relationship is going to be marked by something to do with creativity. Perhaps even I'm seeing that your future spouse, the work that they do is creative work. Perhaps they're even like some kind of artist or painter, digital artist, something where they have to use their creativity and maybe even draw. Or they could be a merchant of some kind, meaning that they sell things. That's what their business is. They're selling something. They're selling goods of some kind. Room. I feel as though your house, the house that you share together, is going to be very, very beautiful. Both of you, I get the sense that you are creative people and have really good taste. And I see that your room is going to be very, very, you know, decorated. For other people, I see interior design. Perhaps your future spouse is an interior designer or an architect as well. I'm getting. Cheerfulness. So your relationship is going to be marked by this cheerfulness. There's going to be a lot of joy that surrounds you in your life together. You're going to share a lot of happy moments, a lot of celebrating things. And we have falseness. So I think that this is yet another reminder of just how important this person, the truth is to this person, how important it is for them to live an authentic life, a life where they are aligned with their truth. And also just the importance of just having those around them that they trust. So just another warning to you, you can lose their trust very easily. And lastly, we have money coming through. Just another confirmation of the incredible wealth that you will have in this relationship. Like, I'm just seeing, you know, even though we didn't get that many, I didn't do that many tarot decks, tarot cards here for Pentacles to come out, but the cards that did come out are all, they all signify an abundance of wealth. So yeah, definitely there's wealth in store, comfort in store for you in the future with this future spouse. This person is going to bring friendship into your life. You are going to be best friends. This is your twin flame, okay? You are going to be thick as thieves. You're going to be so close. This person is a part of your soul family. They're your twin flame. You're also, because this person has such a great ability to see information about people, you will be able to be very choosy as to who you let into your life, and you're going to be letting in the right people into your life, which is going to so you're going to have a positive friendship experience. I see that you are going to have a group of friends that you spend time with on a regular basis, and those people are going to feel like they're a part of your family as well. And I also feel, for some of you, that you are going to be what helps your future spouse open up to other people. Because I do see that for some of you, your future spouse is withdrawn. They kind of stay away from people. And they have a tendency to kind of like stay away from people. And you're going to come in and you're going to help them through that. You're going to help them heal that part of themselves. You're going to help them trust people more. You're going to help them open up their hearts more to people. And then that's going to result in this soul family that you're going to have together. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed that video about who your future spouse is. Please go ahead and leave a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts. Like the video, it really helps the channel out, and share it if you feel so inclined, if you feel inspired to do so. Once again, a quick reminder, if you need a personal reading, a private reading, I do offer them on my Etsy shop, which I've linked in the description down below in case you want to check that out. So thank you once again and have a great day. Bye-bye. Welcome, group 2, to your reading to find out all about your future spouse. Okay. First up, we have Jesus coming through. Number 17, forgiveness, compassion, and the spiritual teacher. This person is willing to sacrifice themselves for those that they love. This is somebody who has a lot of compassion in their hearts. They're very generous people. They may even do some kind of work, philanthropy work, or working for like a non-profit organization, some kind of charity where they help people that that need help. It reminds me of this TikTok channel that I found a while back. This guy who just goes he travels around South America, and he helps people who need homes, homeless people, and people who have had tragedies happen to them, and he, through his social media, he other people help those families. So he's like the intermediary. So I feel like that vibe coming from your future spouse, like they whatever it is that they do in life, it has to do with helping other people. This is someone who leads with their heart. They lead with love. Love is their compass. For some of you, this person may even be like some kind of spiritual teacher or some kind of spiritual healer of some kind as well. You know, Jesus he did perform miracles to heal people. And I feel as though for some of you watching, your future spouse has some kind of healing ability, some kind of healing gift that they use to help people to heal on a physical or emotional level. They could also be some kind of leader. So let's go ahead and see what else we can find out. Here I have the Astro Oracle deck, and let's see what information we can get about your future. I feel like this one's invitation. This is the same. This card came out with the other. But I feel as though this card for this group, what this card is meaning is that this person has an open heart. Your future spouse is open to, they have their heart open to anyone. They have an open invitation in their hearts. You know, they're not closed off at all. North Node, future, and we have first house, arrival. This card is, I feel as though this card is signifying that your future spouse is a beacon of light for those around him. He's like a guiding light, or they're like a guiding light, guiding other people in the darkness. And also, what I'm seeing with this first card here, I feel as though this is someone who does not judge other people. They don't judge a book by its cover. They wait and see what the actions of the person are before making any determinations about them. And even then, because they have this spirit of forgiveness so strongly, they're able to be open to other people regardless of their flaws. They're very accepting of other people's flaws. They're very accepting of people in general. This is not someone who's prejudiced. This is not someone who holds grudges. They are someone who literally is being guided by love and forgiveness. And that's how they live their lives. That's how they see the world. So they're very gifted at moving past those things that sometimes we can't move past, you know, like they're not somebody that will see someone looking all dirty or, you know, unshowered or whatever and just immediately assume things about them. They're someone who will see that person and be like, wow, this person is in need. This person, how can I help this person? Instead of judging them, their first thought, their first instinct is to help that person instead of trying to judge why they might find themselves in that situation in the first place. So overall, I'm getting that this is a very, very beautiful soul. Very beautiful soul. Alright, so next up I have this values deck, which is 200 cards. It's really big and it's really hard to shuffle because it's really not meant for shuffling, I think. But I want to, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pile them up. And then I'm going to do this. And then just take a pile from the top, which we will shuffle. So it's just impossible to shuffle that gigantic thing. Okay, so this is an exercise to find out what's important to your future spouse. What are the things that are important to them? Okay, so first up we have humor. This is they have a good sense of humor. Perhaps they're into comedy, like they like to watch stand-up comedy, or maybe they're even into stand-up comedy themselves. But they really like to see like the funny side of life. They like to you know, laugh at themselves instead of getting angry. You know, they have a really good sense of humor. Okay. Empathy. Very empathetic person, as we've been seeing. They just have such a good heart. You know, such a generous soul. They're able to connect with other people. They're able to empathize with their pain. It's why they see that homeless person, or they see that unshowered person or that dirty person, and their first thought is, how can I help them? Not, why are they so nasty? You know, very empathetic and trust. You can really truly trust this person. It's very important for them to live their lives in a way that for people to be able to trust them with integrity. And I think that trust is also a really big thing for them as well. Group 1 had that as well. And so yeah, they really value trust, and don't break their trust because that would really hurt them. Intuition, very intuitive person. And this is something that they value. They like people who are intuitive. They really have honed in on their intuition, and they really listen to that intuition, and that is a big part of who they are. They provide comfort to other people. They are a comforting presence. When they walk into a room, it's like people take a sigh of relief because of that good energy that they have. They can be very, very soothing. Like I think that they have like a soothing presence, a soothing voice. Everything about them just screams calm and peace. They just have this energy, you know, about them that can really comfort. And that's, you know, Jesus is the comforter. You know, he comforts us, you know, and I feel like that ties in really well. It's very important for them to be that for people, to be a comfort to people. Being in a monogamous relationship is important to them. They are not going to they're not going to cheat on you. They don't have any desire of having multiple partners, of being involved in polyamorous relationships. They are a one person, they're a one girl man, or they're only one person for them is good enough. This is someone who believes in speaking out for the little guy. Like, they are going to speak up for the underdog. They're gonna stand up for the weak. They want to be the voice. They want to be the champions for a cause that they truly believe in, a cause that's gonna help humanity. They are charismatic individuals. They have a way with words. They have a beautiful voice. They're very attractive. Their personality is extremely attractive. The way that they express themselves. And they pride themselves in that. They've honed that skill. They feel that it's important for the field that they're in, and for what they want in life, to be charming. And it's very important for them to have a sense of belonging in the community. And they want to, it's important for them to fit in and to not be out of place. Like, this is not someone that's going to stick around if they feel as though they are not welcome. Again, we have this message. This person is very, very loyal. Very loyal. They are not going to betray you. I mean, this is such a beautiful soul. This isn't a real card. This is part of like the exercise that you do with this deck. So I'm going to put that aside. And we have stability. It's very, they have been seeking stability. So when we think of Jesus, when we think of the Jesus archetype, we often think of this like nomad lifestyle. If you know about Jesus, like he traveled from town to town with his disciples, so he didn't really have like a home. But I feel as though this card right here is letting you know that this is not the case with this person. Like, they are, it's very important to them to have a stable life. Something that's consistent, something stable, secure, steady, balanced. You know, it's very important to them to have a strong foundation. And that's not easily disturbed or upset. Now I'm going to do some tarot. And I want to see if we can find out maybe what career they are or more information about them. Let's see. Group 2. We have the Ace of Swords. This is a very intelligent person. They have a lot of creative ideas. They are definitely thinkers, philosophers. And then we have the Fool. They have a very childlike, very innocent spirit. And that's actually, I was feeling that from before. Even though the archetype of Jesus is can be very, very serious kind of archetype, I feel as though this person, and then we got this humor card over here, like they have a playful energy about them. This is not someone who is, they want to help people, but they're not carrying the burden of the weight of the world on their shoulders. You know, they're advocates, but they're not carrying that weight on their shoulder because they just know that, you know, all they can do is do the best that they can. And And in doing that, there will be a small light as they walk through this life. And although there may be many problems to be solved on earth, they know and understand that they cannot do it all. They can't solve all the problems in the world. They can't help all the people in the world. So they just try and do the best that they can. So with the Ace of Swords here, we see someone who's very intellectual, very intelligent, someone who may have some kind of power. But with the Ace of Swords and the Fool together, I feel like the sense of freedom is a big part of their personality and their life. They have a lot of courage, and they have a strong sense of justice, which are two things that really propel them forward in their pursuit of helping other people. This person might be some kind of surgeon, or they may be someone who works in surgery. They could be a nurse or anything in healthcare where they are maybe injecting people or like drawing blood with a needle. It can be. This person can also be some kind of writer. I definitely see like this activist energy. Like they could be someone who's really involved in some kind of work, activism work for whatever issue it is that they're passionate about. They may work in the legal system as well. But with this Ace of Swords and everything that I've seen so far, I get this really strong sense that this person is he's struggling for a cause. I mean, he's like the mouthpiece for a cause that's really important to them and really important to the world as well. The Fool also shows someone with an innocent nature. This is an idealistic person. They're a dreamer. They have a big dream that they can truly change the world for the better and make a big impact in the world. And they may be somebody who really enjoys traveling or really enjoys learning about other people's culture. They love when they meet new people from another culture that they don't know about, and like talking to them and getting to know how their culture is. They're very curious about people and the experiences that they have had in life. They are very unconventional people. And I do see here that with the Fool coming through, describing your future spouse, for some of you, very small number of you, your future spouse is bisexual or pansexual. They have like a different type of sexuality than the mainstream, or they're not straight. They have a very youthful appearance to them, and a very youthful, very playful, carefree energy. Okay, so let's see how this card wants to come out. I started to shuffle and it kind of folded, and I wanted to put it back in, and it did not want to go back into the pile. So that card, that is how you will meet. And it seems like you're going to meet this person in some kind of institution, maybe even in a church. But I feel as though it could also be like whatever charity organization this person, if they do work. And this card fell as well. So this person is going to think the world of you when you meet this person. which is going to be in some kind of like structured institution. It could be like a school, like a university, or it could be like some kind of non-profit organization that this person works for, or maybe even like a church of some kind. It doesn't have to be a Christian church. But yeah, they're going to think the world of you. They're going to think that you are a very balanced person, who has their everything together. You know, you got your thing, your I don't want to say a bad word on here. You got your together. And yeah, they're gonna really like that about you. So let's go ahead and see how they will see you as the relationship progresses. Wow, so they're gonna come to know you as someone who is also very compassionate. So your heart is what's going to win this person over, because again, compassion is one of their like key, traits, and it's something that's extremely important to them. It's very important for them to have someone who, to have a relationship that is stable, loyal, monogamous, that you can trust each other, someone that can be empathetic towards them, who shares in that empathy towards other people. And with this card coming through, what I see here is that when you are husband and wife, that's who they will see you as. They will see you as someone who has a lot of compassion and a lot of mercy. Kuan Yin, if you don't know much about her, she's an Asian goddess, and she's a very compassionate and merciful goddess who actually does remind me a little bit of the Jesus archetype. So I feel like this is really like almost like if you two together you match very, very well in that sense, where you both have this love for humanity and this desire to spread good things into the world. By the way, all these decks I will link in the description down below in case you're wondering, the names and all that. Okay, so we have the Fox. With the Fox coming through here, this is also a depiction of your future spouse, who they are. And so this is talking about someone who's very intelligent and very focused. It's kind of mirroring this Ace of Swords that we have here. They are very wise, and they have a lot of profound knowledge of the spirit world, actually. And with the Fox coming through, this is another confirmation of that sense of humor that they have as well. And just very clever, very vital person with a really good sense of humor. So for some reason, this person is really going to help you get in touch with your inner self. And it's like they're kind of like a missing piece, or like someone that's going to come in and really help you just become, more focused on your to become more self-aware. Basically, they're going to help you become more self-aware. Next up, I did shuffle this, and this one fell out. I feel as though in your relationship, things are gonna move at a very steady pace. And throughout your marriage, like, you're not gonna have like this super busy life. Like, there's gonna be a lot of stability and a lot of opportunities for you two to like get together so even though this person is some kind of activist, they're not workaholics. And your life together is not going to be full of like work. There's going to be time for relaxing and resting and recharging. This is somebody that's going to really encourage you to go after your goals, to persist, to not give up on yourself. They're going to be very supportive of your dreams, and they're going to do everything that they can to help you. One thing I see about this person is that they are good to people that they don't know, but they're even better to the people in their lives and the people who they love. So they're always gonna put you first, even though they have like this like kind of like vibe of like sacrificing themselves for other people. Like, no, they are going to prioritize you. They're going to prioritize their loved ones first before they're not going to leave you behind to go and help someone else, and you're always going to be alone because they're always off, you know, being the hero. No. And I do feel as though this helping people thing is going to be something that is of the both of you, that you're both going to do together. So I feel as though with this card coming through, your spouse is going to be really romantic and write you like love letters, especially in the beginning of your relationship. For some of you, I feel as though there's going to be a period of your relationship where you are going to it's going to be a long distance relationship. Maybe you'll meet this person online, perhaps. And so that's going to cause you to be really upset, really sad that you can't like be with them all the time because it's a long distance relationship. But obviously that's going to resolve itself because you do end up marrying this person. So let's see what else we have here. Scholar. Okay, so in your house you're gonna have like a really big library. This person likes to read a lot and they have a big collection of books, and I feel like you're gonna have like this big giant bookshelf, or like this big wall, or even a room in your house just filled with books. And perhaps maybe you even like to read as well, and so you're gonna be really like the reading type couple, and you're gonna have so many books. And also with going after your goals, I feel like this ties into as well. If you are someone who wants to like pursue a different, like change your career, or you want to increase your knowledge or go back to school or whatever, they're going to be very supportive in that. And then we also this card also fell out when I was shuffling, which is the wife card. So that's just a confirmation that you know, you're gonna get married, that you're gonna be husband and wife. And I feel as though that's also saying that, you know, that's gonna be very successful. This marriage is gonna be very successful. This person is not, they're very deep. They're not a frivolous person. Even though they have this playful energy about them, I don't feel as though they're frivolous in any way. So this person is going to help you with your intuition. They're going to help you learn to trust your intuition, and maybe even help you if you're someone who's looking to expand your intuition, to be more psychic, or to like hone your gifts of that, then they're going to also be very helpful in this. They're very, the intuition is very, very important to them. So they have mastered the art of intuition and listening to their gut. And so they're going to help you learn that as well. All right, so there you have it. Group 2, you're reading to find out who your future spouse is. Now, let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this reading, and like this video. It really does help the channel to succeed, and I really do appreciate whenever you guys interact with my videos. It really means a lot. Every single click, every single comment, it means the world to me. So thank you so much for that. And just a quick reminder, if you need a private reading or you're curious, you can go ahead and check out my Etsy shop, which I've linked in the description down below. So thank you once again, and have a great day. Bye-bye. Welcome, Group 3, to your reading to find out all about your future spouse. All right, so first up we have number 15, Archangel Christiel, coming through to symbolize your future spouse and who they are at their core. And this is someone who has a lot of light inside of them. They may even be identified as a light worker. Their mission in life is to help other people, to bring love and light into the world. This is someone who has a lot of forgiveness in their heart. They're able to let go. They have a higher vibration. So this person is very, very connected to the energies of love and compassion and peace and forgiveness. They have a lot of courage and a lot of inner strength and a lot of higher wisdom. They're very wise. They may even be an old soul. So this person is highly, highly spiritual, and they even may even be psychic in some way, or they have some kind of gift, spiritual gift that allows them to help other people and to bring this love and compassion forward, and to change the energy in wherever they are. So they are the type of people that when they enter for the first time into a group, they will kind of cause an energetic shift in that group or in that place towards that of love and compassion and just a lot of light. They shine light wherever they go. They're like a beacon of light, shining into the shadows, you know, exposing things into the light. Okay, so now I have the Star Codes Oracle deck here, and let's go ahead and find out more about who your future spouse is. So this is someone who has mastered their environment. They're very structured individuals. They have worked very hard to build what they have. All that they have is a product of this steady growth that they've been doing all of their lives. They made a plan and they followed the steps step by step, no matter how long it took them, in order to build this very, very strong foundation. This is also someone that enjoys structure. They like their rules. They are a very mature individual with a lot of wisdom, and this is what allows them to use that wisdom and maturity to know their gifts and limitations, and to be able to create a proper plan for themselves and follow it in order to reach their goals. They can also be some kind of mentor for other people as well, some kind of teacher helping people achieve these things as well. So with the card Dignified, this is actually a quality in astrology. And when a planet is dignified, this is like the strongest position that you could have for a planet in a chart. So what this means is that this person is, for starters, they're very, very strong individuals. And I see this as not only physical strength, and maybe for some they are physically strong, but mostly what I see here is inner strength. I'm thinking of the strength card in the tarot. They have a lot of inner strength, and this is what has allowed them to be able to consistently take steps towards their goal in a patient manner. And I feel like with this card as well, this person has overcome the challenge of having faith in themselves. When they were younger, I feel as though they had some trouble finding themselves, asserting themselves, and believing in themselves. And that's something that they've overcome. And now they're able to help other people in that area of life. I feel as though this person also has a lot of resources at their disposal. This is someone who, they're on the right path in their life. They're fulfilling their purpose. They're living out the steps that they need to do, that they came here to do. They're living that out, and that is allowing for them to be blessed, and for obstacles to be removed in their life, and for the tools and resources that they need to accomplish that purpose to be brought into their lives, because they are aligned with their purpose. Alright, so next up we have the Celtic astrology oracle, and let's see if we can learn more about their personality, about your future spouse. Let's see, and we got the butterfly. So with the butterfly coming through, the first thing that I see is that this is someone who has had to go through some kind of metamorphosis, a time in their life that was very painful or violent, a time where they really, really had to struggle in order to be able to cause that physical change or that spiritual change or whatever change it was, in order for them to become that butterfly. This is someone who is filled with a lot of love and a lot of light, and they have a very light, and what I'm saying, what I mean is light, I mean like not heavy energy about them. They have a very light presence. You know, they don't have a lot of baggage, and they're just a beautiful soul. They're very trusting, and they're very self-aware of them, very, very conscientious. They're conscientious of other people. Like, they will take into account, you know, if they walk into a room and there's one chair left, and they sit there, and then you know, an older person comes in, they're the first ones to stand up to give that chair to that older person. You know, that's the kind of person that they are. They also are someone who embraces change, and they embrace life and the precious gift that it is. and all of its phases, and they just, it's like they have reached this acceptance to be able to just let go and allow themselves to go with the flow of life and follow the path. And it's like they're not resisting. I feel like I see their path and I see no obstacles, and I see them walking right towards that path without any deviation, you know, because they're not struggling against what's destined for them. They're not struggling against what spirit is trying to, where spirit is trying to steer them. They're allowing for life to happen and for them to follow that flow. They're not worrying. These people don't worry. They are not worrywarts. They know, they have this inner sense that things are going to work out the way that they need to work out. So I feel very like this person is a very, very, very beautiful soul. Okay, next up, I have this new deck from Teal Swan that just came out, and it has 200 cards. They're filled with values, and because I cannot shuffle them all, I mean, this is massive, I'm going to have to do it this way. Okay, so this is the pile I'm shuffling, and we're going to see, you know, what your future spouse really values in life, what's important to them. Okay, what is important, group 3, for your future spouse? All right, first up we have generosity. This is a very generous person, and it's actually something that they highly value in other people as well. They are very, very generous. They like to give to others of their time, of their energy, and, you know, also material. Whatever they can give, they will give, because this is part of their core values that is very, very important to them. Next up, we have progress. So this is someone who really wants to progress in life. They don't like to stay stagnant. They like to keep moving forward, getting better, becoming a better person, growing. And that's going to be something that's going to really make your family life together very, very prosperous, because there's going to be this energy of progressing and moving forward. Next up, we have knowledge. This is a person that values knowledge. They value learning. They value education. They probably do have some kind of degree, maybe even some kind of like PhD, or like they've reached the top level of career and degree wise. Like they're very, very knowledgeable. Whatever it is that they work in, they're very, very knowledgeable about that, because they really value that. They value wisdom. They value knowledge. And then they like beautiful things. You know, they like surrounding themselves with beauty. They appreciate the beautiful things in life. And they may even have a gift for colors, a gift for you know, making things beautiful, basically. And, you know, they are a very beautiful soul as well. Kindness. Kindness is another very important value for them. They like people who are kind. They want to be as kind as possible. They, you know, as it says here, they want to act. They want to behave with friendliness and kindness and generosity and consideration and concern for others. They're very conscientious of the well-being of other people and the people around them. So in your marriage, like, this person is going to be very aware of your emotional, spiritual, and physical needs, and they are going to pay attention to that and fill those needs. Next up, we have intimacy. So this person is going to be, you're going to be very close. Communication with you, sharing things with you, you knowing their heart fully, opening up to you is going to be very, very important to them. This is someone that's going to make every effort to be close to you, to always be close to you. And this isn't in an obsessive way. This is, you know, they want to make sure that you know their entire heart, that you know that all their thoughts, that you both are on the same page, and that you have that time to connect. They're going to make sure that throughout your marriage, you never lose sight of that connection, and that you always pay attention to maintaining that intimacy between the two of you. Parenthood. So this person is looking forward to starting a family. They want children. If they don't have them already. For some of you, I feel as though perhaps this person may already have a child when you get married, but for others, I just feel that this is a desire for them to be a parent, to be a father or a mother in their lifetime. So let's see. Excitement. Okay, so this person, I feel as though this is a very happy person. With the butterfly coming through, I feel as though this is someone who really enjoys having a good time. Although, you know, all of this over here seems very serious. I haven't been getting a very serious, like, vibe from them. Like, I see this person smiling. Like, they have a very light energy about them. They like to smile. They like to get excited about things. They like to try new things, experience life to the fullest. And this is something that they highly value. So this is someone who loves going to, like, amusement parks and riding roller coasters and you know, jumping, bungee jumping, or doing, like, fun, very exciting things, because they want to live life to the fullest. They're very nurturing people, and that's going to come through, you know, when you have children, and it's also going to come through in your marriage. Like, you're going to feel well taken care of by this person. And it's like it's very important to them, as we've been seeing throughout this entire reading. It's very important for this person to help other people, and that's where this nurturing card comes through. And I'm kind of seeing, like, some of you watching this, your future spouse is a nurse or some kind of person that helps people when they're sick, that takes care of people when they're sick. I see some are taking care of people when they have died, when they have died, but you can't take care of someone who's dead. I mean that they are someone who takes care of people who are dying, people who have, like, you know, a sickness that's and they have a few months to live and they need care. That's what they do for some of you. Others of you, I do see that they are like some kind of nurse, where they're nurturing people back to health. They're very caring, loving individuals. Unity. It's very important for them. They don't like, this person does not like conflict. They like for people to be unified, and I feel like they're going to make every effort in your marriage for you to be a united front together. They like that feeling of feeling like they are one with everyone, and they believe that we are all one, all part of spirit or something like that. They believe, and this is someone who just has this hope inside of them that, you know, that we will have like world peace, and that, you know, that conflict in the world is going to end. Like they want that to happen. It's something that they carry in their heart. Calm. This person has a very calming nature to them. This is not someone, like we said before, they don't get stressed very easily. You know, they let things go very easily. They don't fuss over things. They don't hold on to grudges. They don't hold on to strong emotions. They process their emotions very easily. Like, they're not that, I'm not seeing that they're like blocked off from their emotions or anything. They feel something, they let themselves feel it, they process the emotion, and then they let it go. They don't hold on to things. They don't have this baggage holding them down, which is why I feel like this feeling of lightness, because they themselves are not being held down, weighed down by grief or by hatred, by bitterness, by unforgiveness. They're very, very, very calm and stress free. Okay, now we're going to do some tarot so we can see, perhaps we can see maybe what career further, if we can see any more about their career or anything else, any other details about who they are as a person. So let's see. Let's see what we have here for group 3. Okay, we have the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a person who has a very, very, the Saturn card and the Emperor card are confirming each other. This is someone with a lot of structure, a lot of, a very strong foundation that they've built. They have a lot of discipline. And then we have this Knight of Pentacles as well here, which is kind of, for me, it's kind of like giving us this picture of someone who is very structured, very organized, very disciplined, but not so overly serious. They are somebody who embrace new experiences. They're go with the flow kind of people. So although they are able to take control of their environment, and their actions and to bring about their goal, they're also able to, because they're going with that flow, you know, they're going with that. It makes me think of the Tao. They're going with that flow. You know, and yes, they have a lot of diligence, and they're very dependable and very patient, practical. They're very, very thorough people, very reliable, they can be very cautious as well. But once, you know, that caution, once they've taken all of that in, they just go with it. So with the Emperor card coming through, I see that this person is someone who might be some kind of mentor, or they might be in some kind of position of authority as well. They could be a business person as well, but I feel as though this, whatever they do, has to do with helping other people. So even if they do have some kind of business, it involves helping other people. And I see that as well with the Knight of Pentacles as well. This, them probably being into some kind of business, money related career. But with the Knight of Pentacles coming through, this could also mean someone who is some kind of landowner, as well with the Emperor, with like real estate or something. And They might be good with their hands. They might be work with their hands, some kind of craftsman as well. It could be. But they're definitely a very loyal friend, and they're very dependable people, and they're very easygoing people as well. Very easygoing is what I'm getting. Responsible and easygoing. I mean, you got the best of both worlds here. All right, so let's find out and see how will you meet your future spouse. Ooh. Okay, you're gonna meet your future spouse. It has to do with some kind of charity event, or some kind of volunteering. Maybe you volunteer somewhere, or you will volunteer to help other people, and that's where you will meet. So you will meet as a result of, you know, their love of giving back. So whatever it is, it's going to be have something to do with charity and helping those who are less fortunate, people who are poor, perhaps a food bank or anything like that. So when they meet you, their first impression of you is that you have all of the things that they have wished for. Like, it's like they have like this list, this wish list in their mind of how they want their future spouse to be, how they want them to look, you know, what kind of features they want to have, what kind of personality traits that they want. And when they meet you, they're going to feel like if you check off all of those boxes of their wish list of who they want to marry, or who they've always, what kind of person they've always wanted to share their life with, like, you're going to align with that, with their deepest wishes. They're always going to have this very, very deep, very, very strong desire for you. So when I see this card with this card, it makes me think that throughout your entire marriage, this person is always going to want you. They're always going to desire you. They're always going to be in love with you. You, since the very beginning, that's never going to change. You are their love. They're going to see you as the one, and you will always be the one. Okay. So this person really likes to exercise and meditate and just pretty much take care of their body. And I see that both of you together, this is going to be something that's going to be very, very important in your marriage, for both of you to remain healthy and fit and active. Okay, so my camera battery just died, and so if you see a little bit of a glitch, that's what it is. Have a new full battery. So yeah, this your marriage together, you're going to be very fit and healthy in your marriage together, and that's something that's going to be very important to the both of you, to remain healthy. And I just feel like you're going to have a long life together because of this. Back to basics. Simplify, reduce, center. I feel as though your house together, you are going to have like a very minimalistic kind of home. or you're going to both be very in touch with nature. Perhaps you might, some of you might choose to like live in a farm, or grow your own food, make your own staples, and just live that kind of alternative lifestyle where you're going back to basics, like the card says, back to nature, living off of the land, that kind of thing, growing your own food, making your own staples, your own supplies, being self-sufficient. The other aspect of this is that that your marriage, in your marriage, is going to be very important for the both of you to reduce your environmental footprint, to reduce how much garbage you create. Maybe you'll compost, you know, things of that nature, things that take you back to nature, back to the basics, back to the way that we used to live before, when we were more connected to the earth, its cycles, and its gifts. All right, so we have true love. This love is a once in a lifetime. I mean, what else do I say about this? This is so on point. And I was seeing this over here when I was telling you over here how they see you. You are the one. When they see you, it's like my wish came true. I got exactly what I asked God for, exactly what I was wishing for, exactly what I've always wanted. When they see you, it's like it's meant to be. You are their true love. Okay, this is a soulmate relationship right here. This is written in the stars, and your future spouse will feel that spark from the very, very beginning. Okay, see what else we have. These are actually a little bit hard to shuffle because of the shape, but they are cute. Okay, so we have twin flame. Your passion ignites. Wow. Okay, so not only is this like your true, your soulmate, your true love, this is your twin flame. Wow. So that's, I mean, I've been, you know, so from the very beginning, I've been feeling like this is just this is meant to be kind of relationship. So let's see if we can get more insight as to what your marriage, what your life together is going to be like. Besides the exercise and going back to nature, what else do we have? Spirit, tell us more about group 3's marriage and their life together. All right, first up we have wife. All right, so you are going to have a very strong marriage, and this person is going to be very loyal and faithful to you. You will always be their significant other, and that's not going to change. They're going to value you. Okay, they're going to be very proud of you being their spouse. That's what I see with that card. Like, I see this pride of like, wow, look at this catch that I have, and they're always going to feel that way. All right, merchant. So with this card here, I feel as though there could be like traveling in your marriage, significant traveling. But I also see that for some of you, this confirms over here that your spouse is some kind of like merchant, some kind of, they sell things. They're in some kind of business where they sell goods. They procure goods of some kind, and that's how they make their money. But I also see that for some, I see like this voyage of maybe going overseas. Perhaps they at some point they went overseas for some kind of philanthropical charity work. You know, like those people that help build houses in developing nation, for example. All right, young woman. So with this card, what I see is that number one, you may have a child that is a girl. Maybe you'll have just that one child and she'll be a girl, and this is representing your child that you will have. But I also feel as though like that magic spark from the beginning of the relationship is never going to go away. They're always going to see you as this, like, you know, very special individual in their lives, and that magic is not going to die. And no matter how old you get, they're always going to see you the same way that they saw you. They're going to feel the same way that they felt when you were at your most beautiful, at your youngest, you know. And here we have enemy. And I feel like this is a warning for some of you. I feel like maybe there's someone in your life that has the potential of getting in the way of this relationship. So that's something to watch out for. If you have someone in your life that you know is like a hater, then perhaps you may want to just watch out for that as well. But this person, they're always going to defend you. They're always going to take your side. They're going to have your back. No matter what life throws at you, no matter who it is that's against you, they're always going to be on your side. Okay, so we have frivolity over here with the butterfly, and I just feel as though this is just a confirmation of that free-spirited energy that this person has. And lastly, let's see what your future spouse is going to bring into your life when you meet them. All right, so I guess that's the one that wants to come out. Patience. So that makes a lot of sense. This person is going to help you become more patient, to think things through before you act, to trust that divine timing is at work, you know, to be patient and let things play out, you know, before you make a decision. This is the type of person that they will wait before taking action. They will assess the situation before making a decision, and then they will take swift action. They will do what they need to do. Once they have made up their mind, they're not going to second guess themselves. Okay, they'll think things through, they'll come up with a plan, and that's what they're doing, you know. It's not to say that they're stubborn, but just to say that they don't easily change their mind. They don't go back and forth with things. And with this here, I feel like that's time, like they're not frivolous in that sense of that they think things very fully and deeply. And so that's what gives them that confidence to act. Because they've thought about things on a deep level. They don't just focus on the shallow surface of an issue. They go deep, and that helps them be more patient. And they're going to help you. They're going to help you with when it comes to patience. They're going to bring a calmness into your life, a sense of peace, a sense of that things are going to turn out the way that they're meant to be, and there's no sense in worrying. A sense that, you know, spirit is in control. So yeah, that's pretty much all I see for today for your future spouse. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It does support the channel, and comment down below. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts about this reading? Did it resonate with you? And just a quick reminder, if you want a personal reading with me, a private reading, I do offer them on my Etsy shop, which is linked in the description down below. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.